Hey Scorpio, this will be your first half of July video. So actually, first couple weeks of July, we'll do first couple weeks. So we're going to do love first, and then we'll take a look at work, career, and finances, that sort of thing on the second part. So let's take a look at love right now for Scorpio. Okay. So for some of you, it looks like, maybe you've been like kind of by yourself for a while, whether or not you've been single or just like kind of, uh, not on the same page with your partner, something like that. There could be some kind of issue there, like something that was hidden from you about kind of growing this thing. In this particular Nine of Pentacles card, the squirrel has a mask on, and it's just there's sort of a forlorn look about her in this card. It's a little different than the normal Nine of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite deck. So to me, it just sort of seems like it's somebody who is by themselves, but they kind of long for this like this groundedness, this thing that's been elusive, to them for some time now. And it's sort of like they just feel kind of like locked up, in their fortress, if you will, and sort of not, not connecting, in the way that they want to. However, with this Knight of Swords rushing in, I think that something is about to change in that deal. And this is kind of more almost like I see as past energy. So, with the messenger here, I think that there's going to be some sort of communication, something like, I mean, he's got his ear up like, what? Oh, cool. To me, he's like a good vibe I get from this card. It's kind of like news that you want to hear, and something like coming towards you, that is pretty quick moving, to bring you out of that energy is what I see. So we'll kind of use those as a guidepost, and let's see what's going on here. Scorpio in love, please. Highest and clearest information for Scorpios watching this video. Love, in love only, please. Love cards only for Scorpio for the first couple weeks of July. Okay. Okay. All right. High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. All right. So she's been coming out a lot for Scorpio readings, I noticed, because I'm a Scorpio, so I watch a lot of tarot videos here on YouTube as well. And notice, High Priestess keeps coming out quite a bit. So, I mean, that's kind of screaming to us, use your intuition. Something here is something's going on, so make sure, you can kind of keep in tune with that. And I know that's easier said than done sometimes, I mean, Scorpios are very intuitive, but there are times when, where we get so mentally blocked with other things that it's hard for that to come out. So I get that too. However, okay, let's take a look here. So definitely something in the future is coming, like I said, I felt like, like this person's been waiting a long time, but there is some sort of, news coming in, something's changing here, but it's something in the future. So it's still not quite here yet. Okay. But it's good. It's just, let's see how it plays out. So we have the Ten of Wands here with the Three of Wands. So that tells me that soon, not quite yet, but soon. And there's that messenger again, it's like the messages going back and forth, and this is, it's like, to me, this Ten of Wands, it's a little bit different also, than the usual one in the normal Rider-Waite deck again. To me, he has sort of like this clumsy, not foolhardy necessarily, but it's somebody who to me looks like they've just clumsily been carrying all of this crap, and it's like they're looking for a place to lay it down, but they just don't know where that is yet. It's somebody who's a little bit confused on the path right now is what it is. that doesn't mean like they've always been that way or you are always, it just at this particular time, and it's probably been for a while, I will say, it's been more of kind of just, you're just chugging along, just waiting to get to this point, and it's like, the point is there, but you can't quite tangibly see where it is. That's kind of the energy that I get from this type of card. But that will be ending soon, because pretty soon you're going to lay down those sticks, and, you're going to be, on top of that mountaintop, and, just it's a very freeing card that this particular one is, and it's something that's a little bit in the future, not like months down the road. Not talking about that. I mean, it's soon, but it's just probably not in this particular time of this reading, which is the first couple weeks of July. But it's still, there is positive evidence, so that's good. That will keep you going, because it's not like it's just going to keep going like this for the first couple weeks of July. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying there will be positive evidence of future, good news and things like that. So that's going to get you on that road there. Your obstacles are action. It's your action. Your obstacles are about I'm sorry, just give me a second. I want to make sure I say this right. Here's the thing, that I think this is calling on you to take the lead in something, okay? But you don't want to, all right? And that could be, maybe because, the Scorpios, tend to take the lead a lot, and that's, and I get that that's like not always what you want to do, but sometimes it's just, an inevitable, thing that happens. And in this particular case, I feel like you're struggling with that. Like, like it's like this time, like you don't want to, but I think, unfortunately, I think you need to, with these obstacles of the King of Wands and the Sun, this is, to me, very action, or, I mean, not like busy action oriented, but it is about like exerting power. Okay. And if this is in your obstacle section, that's kind of, hinting to me that, perhaps you're not. You are not exhibiting your full potential in this particular, love instance. You have this like amazing, bright energy that is just like wanting to shine and just, be happy and fulfilled. And you have, the ability to construct things from a very passionate and from a very passionate angle, something, to ignite. I don't see somebody ignited here to, take control, with this Emperor card. And that's why I say this, because it's, the Emperor is about control, and it's, oh, I'm sorry, hold on one second. I just had a little thing flash up on my computer that's going to bug me. There we go. This is not in your obstacle sector. This is part of the first part, So these are your obstacles. This is what I think you need to be. You need to be kind of like the Emperor. You need to be sort of, to me, this is a very lower chakra type card. And when I say that, I don't mean that like in a lower energy, lower vibration, but it's that exertion of will and force and power and, that sort of thing that is needed, to drop these, this burden and this stuff that's been going on in order to get to your better future. But I just see as your obstacles that it's like you're holding back. For some reason you are holding back your power, and you're trying to, perhaps maybe let the other person take their role, or, if you're single, maybe you're just not showing, well, and, I don't mean that like physically like attractive and stuff. I'm talking about the whole thing. Maybe you're just not showing well right now and you're holding yourself back for some reason. Maybe you're tired of maybe you are a very attractive Scorpio and you're tired of just being noticed for being attractive, or so you're kind of holding back other parts of you, whatever it may be, intelligence, emotional, attractiveness, anything, confidence, all that stuff just seems to be in your obstacle sector right now. And, you need to stay on top of this, because the thing is, there's something good here, that wants to take you away from this type of energy. There's something new, coming in that wants to get you connected and get you into this more connecting with a grounding with your partner or with a new person or something like that. You got to stay on top of this, and not, not slack. This is not a time to slack in the love department at all. Okay. You do have the High Priestess here too. So, if any little bit of that rings true, whatever you're thinking about as you're hearing these words, take that to, that's probably for a reason. Let's take a look at what's going on their side, or, like if there is somebody coming in, or if this is a long-standing thing. Let's see what's going on the other side here, coming towards Scorpio in love. Coming towards Scorpio in love, please. Scorpio in love. I was just thinking too, I'm trying to decide if with these obstacles too, if it's possible that maybe this time you should not. I want to make sure I read that right. Hold on, let me just take a look before I get there. No, I stand by, no, that's not it. I stand by what I said. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, awesome. All right, so let's see. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords, ooh, and the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Cups, ooh, and the Chariot. You got a lot going on, and we'll get to that. That's too much to go into. All right, so coming towards you. All right, this is somebody who is literally coming towards you. All right, we have the Six of Swords. So there is movement here, and it is towards you, and they want a victory, okay? That's what's going on here, Six of Wands, okay? So I've got all of the elements here, so it could be anything. Could be I've got air, I've got fire, I've got cups, I've got earth. Yeah, so we pretty much got all the bases covered here. Fire, yep, earth, yep, we've got them all. Okay, so 2 6s. You have 2 6s, okay, for this person that is coming towards you. So this is like balance. They want harmony, and they are willing to work for it. They are coming towards you, and that they want this to work out. So if you have any doubts about that, this is, definitely. I also do see possible Leo here with this. There's a little sun marker in this card. I don't know if you can see it or not. Even though it's swords, so these cards are weird. So their obstacles are, wow, just the whole thing, really. I mean, their obstacles being the Knight of Coin and the Ten of Cups. It's like, they want this like solid foundation. They want like the whole thing. They want this, they want the family and friends. They want the happiness. They want this new start, new grounded, stability, all of these things. But for some reason, those are obstacles. Your obstacles are like these great things, so that, it tells me that you guys have a lot of challenges, to get towards, because, on both sides, your obstacles are, it seems to me like you guys want the both of the same things, but it's just for some reason, there's just obstacles in the way to getting to this. The good part is, I do believe you guys will come out on top. They have justice as their outcome, okay? So something, balanced, something fair, something just, harmony also, with the sixes. They have harmony kind of working on their side, all right? And you have the Seven of Wands. So it's like, you know, you are willing to stand up and fight and take the reins and, you know, do whatever it takes, you know, to get this sorted out. Yeah, I just noticed there's a bird in this one as well. So there's lots of communication, lots of messages going on here that need, you know, that are going to require you to definitely stay on top of things to get this rolling. I don't really understand like what the deal is here. I'll get into that. Let me get into the bottom of the deck too, because, you know, from this, where you have this justice as the outcome, and this is in their position. You know, there is the Page of Swords. There is the Ace of Wands. We have, like, you know, all this new, fresh energy. That's what all of this is. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Chariot card. So again, movement, lots of movement in this. This might be somebody moving to you, you know, coming, you know, to be with you from a long distance. It could be, you know, you guys traveling together and going somewhere fun. Let's see if there's anything else that keeps going here. Yes, the story seems to stop there. Nothing, you know, nothing too interesting there. So it just seems like there is this like desire, you know, to travel or to be together, you know, to come to you, maybe for you to come to them. All the movement cards are in their sector, so I think that there will be travel towards you. That seems to be the case. But there's a lot of obstacles with this stuff, guys. I don't really. Okay, Judgment just fell out. Interesting. All right, so there will be a reconciliation for some of you who are looking for that, and for some reason it just hasn't connected yet. Because you both want it. I do see that. You know, this is mutual. And I do feel like, you know, with Justice here and now Judgment, there's definitely going to be a reconciliation. Things are going to get better. I just feel like on your side, Scorpio, that, you know, it's going to take a little time. And it's just kind of imperative that you do kind of keep your hope, you know, with that Sun card. Keep your hope. Keep your ambition, keep your passion towards this, you know, don't let it slide. You know, you've got to stay on top of this and make this happen, because I believe it is going to happen. It's going to be good. You know, it's going to take, you know, some time. And, you know, again, maybe it's distance, maybe it's mental, you know, emotional, you know, maybe you guys just quite aren't on the same page right now, but pretty soon, you know, if you guys, you know, like I said, you both want the same things, it just might be that you're going about it two different ways. So, you know, either way, hold faith, hold steady. I think that, you know, you guys will work this out. I don't see it like as problems necessarily. I just see obstacles. And I do feel like you both, you know, have ambition and endurance right now to ride this out to get to where you need to be. Okay, hope that makes sense. All right, a little long, sorry. Okay, let's take a look at your work sector, work, career, finances, all those good things. See what's going on for Scorpio. If anyone does feel so inclined to timestamp this at 1818, then we will get started on work and career for Scorpio. Work and career for Scorpio. And career for Scorpio. Highest information for Scorpios watching this video, please. Highest and clearest information regarding work and career and finances for Scorpio for the first couple of weeks of July. Okay, here we go. All right, guys. That'll do it. Okay, nice. All right. Okay, again, with the Three of Wands, you know, something's coming in, and we have the Sun card now in your side. So this did come out as your outcome. So I like that. I think this may tie in to your love reading as well, Scorpio, because the lovers showed up in your obstacles section. So, and that we have two similar cards here from that same reading of the love reading, and this is a completely different deck. That kind of tells me this may tie in, and many times that does. So right now, I'm gonna be honest, we end up at a good outcome, but right now, well, all right. You have 2 5s, all right, not a super thrilling number to have in, work, career, and finances section. So, this is a struggle, this is competition, this is confusion, this is possible battling with people at work, or dealing with smug people at work, or maybe you're being smug at work because you're like pissed off at people, whatever, it's none of this is fun. Unfortunately, it's a bunch of like bullshit, quite frankly, and it's not good energy. There's no way for me to spin this, okay? Unfortunately, and I'm not laughing in that way. I'm a Scorpio too, so trust me, I don't care to see that on the table either. Again though, you have a really good outcome, so just it's about hanging in there is what I see. For your obstacles, you have the Lover's card, all right? And you have the Page of Wands. So there's some sort of news, some sort of information, something, it may not have anything to do with your love life. It's possible. Maybe it's about something that you love in the work sector. Maybe it's like about a job that you love. It's news about a new position that's like, wow, that is a match for me. That could be, that's very well. I just kind of tend to, like I said, think that it ties into that other reading because of the similarity of the cards. So, but for some of you who that love reading did not resonate whatsoever, then I will take this as, your obstacles is trying to find out where that job, that elusive job is that you really love, that you really want, that you want to go after and you want to have, passion about and study about and learn about, and you're just maybe having a hard time kind of deciding, what it is exactly that you want to do career-wise, financial-wise, those types of things. You want to do something you love, but maybe you're just a little unsure of which area of study you need to focus on the most, I do feel, though, that something will come in for you. Possibly even a young person may give you some sort of like just weird thing out of the blue, that like kind of hits you like, wow, oh my God, why didn't I think of that? Or, something, it could be something of that nature that just kind of comes in and, helps you, towards a new direction. With this Sun card, it's going to be something that, this is going to make you happy. And it's going to give you a lot of energy and a boost and, a lot of, you're going to come out of this like turmoil, of crap, basically, and finally, you're going to feel happy. So whether that's a new position within the company you're already at, whether it's, maybe somebody that you are involved with, gives you like information and says, hey, why don't you do this? And it's like all of a sudden, bam, that just sounds great. That could be too. Whatever this is, it will build towards your future. This is a very positive card in a work and career reading. I like it. And, what are you heading towards? You're heading towards balance and the King of Pentacles. Okay. So, good things here. I do like it. Let's see what else is here. Anything else? Yeah, for those of you looking for work, you may have some multiple offers coming in. I do see that. We have the King of Pentacles here. We do have the Devil card in the mix. We have the King of Swords. We have lots of communication, maybe even like a little bit of travel to apply for different things if you're more in the higher up, career sector. And, eventually, oh, wow, nice. Eventually, we're ending up at the Two of Cups, the Fool, and the High Priestess. So there's some definitely offers coming in for those of you looking for work. All right, there's no lack of that. I see that. There's definitely something coming in I think that you will like and will make you happy and much happier than you are right now. That's for damn sure. Let's see, what else? I would just say ride this out. This sucks, and but it's trivial energy. It won't seem trivial, but it is in reality. It's trivial energy, and it's hard to like keep that in mind. When you're going through this, I get that because it doesn't feel trivial, you know, when this type of energy is going on. But in the grand scheme of things, in the universal scheme of things, this is, you can beat this. This is, you know, just get through it. That's what I see here. Hang in there, because something really good is on its way. With the Sun card, the Three of Wands, and then you have excellent cards underneath that. You're going to have options. You're going to have opportunities. There's things coming. Okay, so just hang in there, and you know, just be aware that, you know, there may, with the obstacles, with the Lover's card and the Page of Wands, you know, they're just it. You know, I said before, I just realized that. I said before that, you know, it could be news from somebody that, you know, that you're with, you know, like a partner or something that would lead you to something. I take that back, actually, because I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking about obstacles. These are obstacles. So that might be, you know, there might be news about something that, you know, maybe a partner says, hey, you know, do this or something like that. These are obstacles for you. So that might not necessarily, you know, use your own judgment. I mean, it could be an obstacle because you don't want to listen to anybody else and you want to do your own thing. You know, that could be when you shouldn't. Maybe you should listen to them. You know, it's up to you how you perceive the obstacles. But just be aware that either way, you're going to end up with the Sun card, which is awesome. But just be aware that, you know, somehow the obstacle is, you know, either making up your mind to do what you love, which I think you will with the Sun card. That sounds very likely that you will make up your mind and maybe even try a new field of study or really research something different that, you know, that you love, but that you haven't done before. Okay. Or, and, you know, make sure you do those things. You know, don't make that an obstacle. Make sure those are good. Or, like I said, it could be, you know, somebody that you are involved with in a romantic way, giving you some sort of information about something, but, you know, maybe that's not the best information. That could be the obstacle. Or it is good information, but you're obstinate about it and you don't want to hear it. So you don't, you know, so just be aware of that type of energy and try to figure out which way that means for you. Either way, though, like I said, good stuff. So looks good, Scorpio. And I will see you for the second part of, or like around mid part of July. You know, we'll go into that. This was for the first 2 weeks, kind of first half of July. All right. All right. See you guys. And I hope all is fantastic. All right. Later. Oh, damn it.